Hello, Dr. Kupfer. My name is Rosangeli Ruiz, and this is my video of initiatives and referendums in Arizona. First and foremost, I want to apologize if I did not pronounce your last name correctly, as it is not a common last name. And second, I want to explain, I have been sick the past week. I have been not feeling well. I'm battling a cold. Therefore, my voice may come and go, and there might be little pauses in the video. I do apologize for that. That is to take a drink so my voice is not affected. I will, however, be going to my doctor tomorrow. I haven't been able to work all week. I just wanted to give you that little bit of briefing. With that said, we will start our video. Okay, initiative and referendum, the definitions. The initiative is a method that allows citizens to bypass their state legislature by placing suggested laws and, in certain states, changes to the Constitution on the ballot. There are two kinds of ballots, direct and indirect. In the direct process, qualifying proposals proceed directly to the ballot. In the indirect process, the proposal is presented to the legislator. The legislature can endorse suggested measures or a considerably similar one, in which case it is unnecessary for the measure to be voted by the public. The referendum is a measure that appears on the ballot due to a vote or petition drive. The referendum allows voters to approve or repeal a legislative act. If the legislature enacts a law that voters do not support, they have the option to gather signatures to request a popular vote on the law. That information was obtained from National Conference of State Legislatures 2022. Okay. How initiative and referendums are created. An initiative. The Constitution of Arizona grants voters the ability to propose new laws or constitutional amendments through the initiative process. The individual or organization presenting the initiative must submit these signatures to the Arizona Secretary of State's office at least 4 months before the upcoming general election. If a sufficient number of valid signatures are provided, the proposed statutory or constitutional amendment will be included on the ballot for the next general election. A yes vote signifies support for enacting the new law or constitutional amendment, while a no vote indicates a desire to maintain the existing law. The Arizona Constitution mandates a valid 15% of eligible voters to place an initiative suggesting a constitutional amendment on the ballot. It also mandates a 10% of eligible voters to place an initiative proposing a statutory amendment on the ballot. This information was found on the Arizona Secretary of State, no date. A referendum, however, in the Arizona Constitution specifies that the people reserve the power to use at their own option the power to approve or reject at the polls any act or item, section, or part of any act of the legislature. Therefore, an individual or organization seeking to refer a measure to the ballot must apply for a serial number declaring their intention to circulate a statewide referendum petition. The Arizona Secretary of State office will complete the remaining portion of the form and assign a unique serial number to be printed on the front and back of each petition sheet. Additionally, the Secretary of State office will furnish instructions regarding the proper completion of the statewide referendum petition form. Upon submission, an application for a serial number must include the corresponding title and text of the measure to be referred. The minimum number of signatures necessary to refer a message to the ballot is an equivalent 5% of the votes cast in the last election. The deadline to file referendum petition signatures is no later than 90 days after signed. This information was retrieved from Arizona Secretary of State, no date. Comparing and contrasting initiatives and referendums. An initiative process and referendum process. In the initiative process, it allows citizens to propose new laws or constitutional amendments. If the legislator has not accepted the proposal, the initiative question is put on the ballot. Referendums, however, enable citizens to approve or reject at the polls any act, item, section, or part of any act of legislature. But I also found, as I compared and contrast both, that both processes involve specific signature requirements and deadlines, but they serve different purposes in the democratic process of Arizona. Pros and cons of the initiative process and the referendum process. In the initiative process, the pros: it empowers citizens to propose new laws and constitutional amendments, allowing for direct involvement in legislative processes. It provides an avenue for addressing issues that may not have been acted upon by the state legislature, and it fosters civic engagement and participation in the democratic process. Cons of the initiative: it may lead to the passage of complex and conflicting laws if not thoroughly reviewed by the legislature. Potential for well-interested groups can influence the outcome of initiatives through extensive campaigning, and it could result in increased ballot complexity and voter confusion due to multiple initiatives by the same ballot, on the same ballot. And this is Dinan 2022. Referendum processes, however, the pros: it grants citizens the ability to approve or reject specific legislative acts, ensuring public input on key issues. It serves as a check on the legislators' decisions and voters to voice their opinions, and it encourages the public to discourse and debate an important policy matter. But on the cons, it can delay the implementation of laws due to the referendum process, potentially impacting timely policy changes. It can risk of political polarization and diverse campaigning during the referendum period, and it possibly can fatigue voters from frequent referendums on various legislative acts. And again, the information was retrieved from Dinan 2022. Okay, now the last part: how initiatives and referendums can support the idea of direct democracy in the Arizona Constitution. The initiative process allows citizens to propose new laws and constitutional amendments, providing direct avenue for individuals to introduce legislative measures. This aligns with the principle of direct democracy by enabling electorate to directly participate in shaping the legal framework of the state. It empowers citizens to advocate for specific policy changes and have a direct impact on the laws to govern them. However, in similarity, the referendum process allows citizens to approve or reject specific legislative acts through a popular vote. By providing voters with the opportunity to directly influence the fate of enacted laws, the referendum process embodies the principles of direct democracy. It also ensures the public has a say in determining outcome of important legislative decisions, serving as a check on the actions of the state legislature. Dinan 2022. I do apologize for the small interruptions here and there, Professor Kuffner, but like I said, I have been doing my best on this video. I hope this was what you were looking for. Have a great night. Thank you.